Here we are in this place, living amongst one another, but knowing so little about each other. Why is that? And how do we do something different? What's something that can bring us closer together? For me, it's dance. Dance is one of our oldest forms of expression, and humans all around the world do it as a way to share who we are, what we believe, how we pray, even how to prepare for war. Each step is a story unto itself, leading us to a different event, place, or people. People that exist all around the world, but have traveled here to this place, carrying the legacy of generations within their DNA. Luckily for us, we have them with us, right here in Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn, New York. You see, this is a place where people have gathered to build families, businesses, and whole communities, and we are lucky to be here. So today we're gonna learn a little bit more about the people and their culture by way of traveling through their dance. My name is Lakai Worrell. I am your host, and this is Dance Brooklyn. Let's go. Well, here we are, McDonald Avenue, Avenue C, Kensington, Brooklyn. And why are we here, you ask? Well, that's easy. We're here to speak to Annie Perdue, who is the founder and artistic director of the Bangladesh Institute for the Performing Arts. We're going to talk to her and one of her dancers about their art, their culture, and all of their work to preserve. Let's go see what they're up to.
How are you?
I'm well.
কেমন আছেন?
Can you say that again?
কেমন আছেন? Meaning, how are you?
Oh, I'm good.
I'm waiting for you.
Oh, thank you.
Come in.
Thank you for having me. Yay.
Lakai, I cooked all this morning.
Ooh.
Because fresh cooked food on the table will taste better.
Okay.
This is goat rizala, special item for Eid. It is the end of the Ramadan festival.
It just ended, right?
End of the Ramadan and a major festival of Eid. This is chicken curry.
And this is my mom's favorite cooking that I enjoy whenever I get to have some.
Well, I get to enjoy it today, too.
Whenever I know that Hassin is coming and my son, and I have to cook chicken. This is eggplant. It's a fusion. I blended it like American style.
Okay.
But Bangladeshi style, you do only spices and deep oil fry. But I try not to.
I love it.
Do that. This is samosa, which is light dumpling. This is actually appetizer item. But you can have it with your main food. Rice, but not regular rice. This is also a special item for Eid or any parties. Pulao.
Okay.
Pulao is
Palau?
pulao. Pulao is a special way to cook with butter and some spices. So I didn't make plain rice. Other than when guests come, we don't just do plain dish.
Okay.
It should be something rich and something different.
Spice it up a bit.
And fish.
Love it. Tassine, can you go first? Tell us who you are, how long you've been dancing with the company.
I am Tassine Firdaus. I am her daughter. And I have been a part of Bipa, the Bangladesh Institute of Performing Arts, for 25 years.
What?
So since I think it's 26 years. Since I was 5 years old.
Oh, word. Okay.
Ever since I officially joined Bipa, I actually learned from my mom. She was my first dance teacher. And right now, I'm teaching in Bipa. I'm teaching that same Indian classical dance style, so pushing it forward. And I'm teaching Bipa dance classes, as well as that Indian classical style. And I'm a member of the Bipa board.
Miss Annie, tell everybody about who you are,
why you started Bipa? Bipa or Bipa?
Bipa.
Bipa.
Okay, I'm Annie Ferdos. I'm from Bangladesh. And I was a dancer in Bangladesh. I used to dance in TV. So some people know. So they call me, hey, you were here, why don't you come perform? So I perform a little bit, but I put on some weight for my baby. I said, no, not now. Maybe after 2-3 years. He said, then you have to start teaching. I thought, oh my God, I'm here. I'm not going to dance when I came here. It's like fish out of water. How can I live without that? Then after 2 years, I learned driving. But to tell you, I'm telling you this to tell that how much the culture is in me.
Yeah.
Like without dancing, Bangladeshi dance and singing, I would not survive happily.
Tell us about the area, because we're in Kensington, Brooklyn.
In New York, there are different areas Bangladeshi people landed. So one is Kensington. Many of the people is from rural village from Bangladesh. And here, they're very good at construction work. Me and my husband always want to stay in an area where Bangladeshi will live and close to suburb. So the people can come.
Yeah. Yeah. So you've been teaching, right? So is there a difference between, because Tessin, I heard you say it, there's the difference between traditional dance and what more contemporary form. So what is, tell me about that.
So in Bipa, we teach and we perform a lot of classical dance, and these classical styles come from India. So India actually has 7 or 6, Ma?
7.
7 different classical dance styles.
Oh, wow.
And they're all so different, but they all really, they're historic. They come from many years ago, from actually Hinduism. So many of them, not all of them. But so a lot of the classical styles come from India. Now in Bangladesh, we use some of the moves, but we fuse them with our own Bangladeshi folk style. So a lot of it is just using what you have and making something new. I'd say my mom is a professional at that. The things that she creates is really astonishing. I don't know how she thinks of it, but they're all really amazing. So yeah, I think, am I correct about the styles?
Yeah, and I would add to that Indian dance or Bangladeshi dance, these are stories. We're telling stories through dance.
Nice, I love
So
it.
it's not just Western dances. They have sometimes music on or not. Lots of physical movements. But we have hand gestures, which may be hand signs for you. But each one has meaning.
So every time you move your hand,
Yeah,
everyone
it has
has
meaning. We use those signs to express what's the story.
So is it kind of like another language, another aspect to the language, or?
Dance language.
So not like sign language where like
No.
you can like sign,
No,
but like
it's not
a
that.
specific dance language.
And then steps go with it.
Growing up, you didn't learn too much of one style. You had little bits of many different things. So when she came to New York City, she used the little that she learned and she used that to push forward. So with so little that she gathered, she was able to really make something so much bigger.
When people say dance, they automatically associate it with classical ballet or modern, right?
Yeah.
And then you can get into like jazz and tap and things, those things. But there's so many other forms of dance that are just like completely like ignored. And how did you feel? How did you like forge your way forward to make a spot for yourself as a dancer in New York and in Brooklyn?
Yeah, so we formed this organization. First, I was performing, and then a few of us said, hey, we have to have regular classes so we can make a group. And what I see them growing, I said, I have to have some classes for them.
For the kids, for the youth.
To teach them. And then when they grow up, we'll have our dancing or singing group, bigger singing group.
Nice.
So that's how we formed this organization and we started to take class. And then the performance comes automatically with it. In Bipa, we teach language learning, reading and writing. Bangla language is a must, and it's free of charge. If you want to learn dance, you have to learn the language too.
That's good. Now, why is that important?
Because when you are saying that I'm going with a water vessel to get the water.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, and then you have to know where is this water coming. Where are you going? You are going in Bangladesh, in a rural Bangladesh, where there is a pond, where the village girls go in a line with the water vessel. You have to know that, and to know that you learn Bangla, because culture is all of this, everything. Right. Dance is not only one thing.
Right.
It has the language in it. It has the costume. So you have to learn. It's a whole package.
Yeah.
Can I say I came just to learn some steps and go home.
Right.
And I could say I learned Bangla dance. Not going to like.
And what do you want your audience to walk away with when they experience one of your dances? Like, what do you feel like you're looking for them to be inspired by?
We have beautiful costume, the rhythm, and mostly we have dance music and songs with the dance. So they're getting 2 in 1, like the song and the dance too.
And
I
the
remember,
costume.
and the costume, and I remember, and everything is new to them, and very colorful. I remember when we performed in the church, the audience started to dance because
They felt it.
Yeah, it's the joy of the music, the costume, it's everything together.
So let's talk about the differences between the classical and traditional dance. Not just dancing, costume. So what do you say? Is it costume, clothing? Because I don't, we want to be
Costume.
clear. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
costume. For the dance, it's costume.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. So classical dance has different forms. There are 7 forms. 7 classical dance forms have the 7 types of costumes, and they are all pleated. It's so it's very, very special way.
Okay.
But for the other traditional dances that represents my country, Bangladesh, and which has different dances, different stories. Depending on the story, the costume is different. But usually women wear sari. This is sari, what I am wearing. It's 6 yards long.
Six yards?
Only 6 yards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only 6 yards.
Only 6
Only.
yards.
Okay.
You just wrap it around different ways for different dance.
Okay.
This is one way. For the kolshi dance, they were a different way. Kolshi is the water vessel, which is this.
Okay.
And also in this dance, the girls are using this gamcha.
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 Gamcha is a traditional towel, very soft fabric,
Can I
and
touch it?
this is a very traditional one.
And the patterns and everything.
Everything is traditional, and in the rural area, all men had one gamcha on their shoulder.
I need one.
They're working all day. They are they are using this to take the sweats, and the men wear lungi. Lungi is like a skirt.
So, are there men's steps, women's steps, men dances, women dances?
Yeah, that depends on what dance. If it's a kolshi dance, which is really a women's job, they do it. They take kolshi to the pond, they get water home. Men are out at the field. They're harvesting.
We're harvesting? What are we doing?
Harvesting.
Show me that.
So
Show me that.
let me hold your kolshi.
What are we doing?
Harvest for the family.
We're so busy.
Am I digging?
One time, yeah. So when you prepare the soil, you do plow.
Okay.
Plow is men use the plow. So it's a wooden thing. Wooden doesn't need to help me. It's that's a sharp, pointy part at the end. at the bottom, and it's a long stick where you hold, and you go 1, 2, 3,
Ah.
5, 6, 7,
Ah.
8, and 1, 2, 3, and you turn. And then you go around, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's one. You make,
Thank you.
You prepare the soil.
Okay.
Now you have the seeds.
Mm-hmm.
You have the seeds in a pot, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Then you take the seed, you go put it in. 1, 2, 3,
I'm off my
4,
set.
5, 6, 7, 8. You make a line of seeding.
Ah.
Now, when the crops is grown, they're ready, they're golden. Now you have to have them cut. What do? You have
My favorite step.
You have the caste. What's the caste? It's the special,
It's like a machete or something?
the special kind of knife.
Okay.
You hold it in your right hand. It's carved knife.
Oh,
You
okay.
hold it in your right hand. You hold a bunch of heads.
Ooh, I like that.
1,
Chop it up.
3. So you cut, you put it there. You cut, you put it there. Okay, you put the knife down, and you're so sweaty.
So you'll need your
yourself
I need
gumcha.
what's the piece? What I need?
You pat dry
I need it.
gumcha.
Right with the gumcha.
Yeah.
And I
So
put it on my shoulder.
then the pad, you have to gather it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tie it, and then put it on your head.
Oh, God.
5, 6, 7. Now you walk around and go take it home. 1, 3, 1,
Yes.
5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. Put it down. 5, 6.
And then we go home and rest. Right?
Well, you're watching the girls do
Okay.
their part.
Yeah.
Good deal.
So the next part to the girls.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
So then tell me about the water dance.
Water
The
dance.
water dance.
So these girls,
Mhm.
they say that, so they go to the pond to wash themselves and get some water for home.
Mhm.
So they know that during this time is our time to go out. So all the girls will meet together. They'll have the chit chat and laugh around, and then take water, wash themselves, and come back home.
And these are stories, a part of
Yes.
Bangladeshi culture.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's introduce the dance to the people. Tell us about it.
Audience, you are going to watch today a Kolshi dance, where 6 girls are dancing with 6 vessels. They are wearing traditional sari, and in that dance, the story is that these girls went to are living in a rural area. They went by the pond. During the daytime, they wash themselves, they meet their friends, they have fun for some time, and then they bring water for home, which will be, the water can be for regular daily use.
Wow.
That's the story of that. And that's how all the dancers have stories.
All right. Well, you all go watch the dance. And when you come back, we will finish our conversation with these 2 beautiful young women. All right? So we'll be back soon.
Enjoy.
চলে যাইও না গোরাই আইসে কালিয়ার চলে যাওয়ার চাঁদের বিছানা চলে যাইও না গোরাই আইসে কালিয়ার চলে যাওয়ার চাঁদের বিছানা ভঙ্গি করি দাঁড়ায় আসুন বিনোদ কানাই বিনোদ কানা যাইও না গোরাই আইসে কালিয়ার জলে যাওয়ার জাতের বিচার নাই জলে যাইও না গোরাই আইসে কালিয়ার জলে যাওয়ার জাতের বিচার নাই মায়ে পিন্দইন লাল গনিল বইনে পিন্দইন শাড়ি
So we hope that you enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed sitting and talking to my ladies from Bipa. I want to give great thanks to Annie and Tassim and welcoming us into their home and sharing as much as you did with us.
It was my pleasure that we could come to my house. Bangladesh Institute of Performing Arts. We are here for 28 years already.
yes.
We have in Zoom 150 children and adults we are serving. We thought for Zoom we are going to go down that, but we saw that no, they want to keep in touch. So very proud of Bangladesh Institute of Performing Arts. Whoever wants to know us, come visit us, and you will find us where, Kasim?
You can find us at our website, www.bipainc.com. Also our Instagram page, which is bipa.inc. Or you can email us at bipainc.team@gmail.com.
Thank you for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you again on Dance Brooklyn. Until then, keep dancing, my friend.